Well, hello, my beautiful friend, Miss Dominique. I hope you are doing great today. Thank you so much for, not only being a part of our zodiac family, but being so patient with me. All right, I really do appreciate it, and thank you so much for their birthday wishes. Now, I am I shuffled your cards yesterday, and your energy's been in my cards for a couple days. If that makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense. I was in the car and I shuffled them before I put them away, and I put your energy into them. And then I didn't have the energy to do your reading earlier today, so it's here now. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna do 3-card spread with 3 clarifiers per pile: past, present, and possible future. Now remember, when we get to the future is not set in stone, and it can change at any time you so choose it. All right. Now I do add a 4th pile just to tie them all together, and that's all the energy between past, present, and future. All right, let's get going on this, shall we? Oh, also, by the way, happy belated birthday. I hope that you had the best birthday absolutely ever and got everything you wanted and deserved, because you are an empress. Now, my beautiful friend, in the past you were discovering that you wanted to be an entrepreneur, right? And that you knew someone who was a party girl, could be a guy, girl. Now, you are dealing with someone also who needs growth, and that's the Page of Wands, alright? So what I see here is that you were discovering that as you stood your ground in regards to someone who could have been an Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius, or another possible Libra. I think what you're doing was moving away from this person. You're standing your ground. You don't want to party with them no more. You're discovering what you wanted out of a situation. You're putting your foot down. Okay. Your current energy is that you are awakening. Alright, which is awesome. It's the Judgment card. You're awakening. You're realizing that your time is precious. So currently you're being a little bit selfish with you. You're not sharing yourself with just anyone, because not only is it draining your energy, it's just the drama's not even worth it. Alright? So you're ending one situation to begin something new in the form of death, right? It's a transformation. It's a beautiful transformation. It doesn't mean you're going to die or anything. It just means that what was going on in the past, after you discovered some stuff, you decided currently that, you want more out of life. So you are heading towards your wish fulfillment. Could be an Aquarius you're dealing with as well. Alright? Possible future, remember, not set in stone, is the fact that you're going to be adapting. You're adapting to, which is crazy. Okay, so you're dealing with a Pisces and a Gemini in regards to the Wheel of Fortune. Now, you're being called to pay attention to your dreams because you're being told stuff while you're asleep. Okay? Imagine yourself laying there next to your phone. Plug your phone in, obviously, right? Watch it for a minute and watch how the light turns off if it has that setting, right? Or it just shuts off and it's plugged in and it's charging. Now lay down next to it in the dark. You're a cordless phone. You're catching Wi-Fi just like it is from a hotspot. You are, your energy is so open while you're asleep, and not only are the dead speaking to you, even if they're not related to you, but your ancestors, your guardian angels, even the divine or God, right? They're trying to get you to pay attention to what's going on, because there is deception, right? And there's deception and secrets. It could be your lover, but regardless of what happens, you're going to be claiming your destiny with or without this person. See, what a lot of people don't notice in my lover card is that she's sidetracking him with a kiss, but behind him, she kind of ripped out his heart, right? And he's over there, he's he don't mind, getting his heart ripped out and kissing her. But what he's doing is he's spraying her decomposing tuna. I'm like a teenage puberty boy, okay? I just find that funny as hell. Anything sexual. But what it's asking is with whoever you're going to be with, is there anything concrete? Alright? Yeah, you're blinded by sex, passion, and romance. But if that shit wasn't there, would you have anything in common with this person? That's the question you need to ask, okay? Either way, you're claiming your destiny. You're taking your fate, your luck, and your destiny by the horns and claiming it as your bitch. That's pretty awesome, right? They're pretty good. Now let's talk about the fourth pile. Now, I don't know where these go in your spread, whether they're past, present, or possible future, okay? I just know that they tie somewhere into your story. That's going to be said the same with my Jane Austen deck when I read you the cards in the pile and my zombie tarot cards, okay? Anything beyond that point, beyond this current, right, that I read to you, it can fit anywhere in your story. Okay, it's timeless. The only reason why there is a timestamp on your video is so I remember what day I posted it. So I posted it. But it's timeless, right? Okay, so your fourth pile starts off as the Page of Hazards. So you're getting a new beginning, possibly with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. That could have already happened, right? Now, the meaning of this card isn't just like a romantic one. What it could mean is that someone has a way to help you benefit your life, right? So if you need food, they know where you can go. If you need help with rent, they know where you can go. You're looking for a job, boom. They have so many fucking resources that they can help you out, right? And it's not even a burden on them or anything because they want to see you succeed, which is awesome. Because, I want to see you succeed too. And you are succeeding. And I had one person, I told them that they're very successful, and they're like, no, I'm not. I'm not very successful. I haven't done anything with my life. I'm like, just getting up and breathing, getting blessed to have another day, that's successful. That you keep fighting and moving forward, right? Not a lot of people realize that it's not the big stuff that makes you successful. It's who you are and what you do with the time that you have on this earth that makes you successful. And you're destined for great things. We all are, really. But not everybody can realize that. They don't take up that mantle. They just, brush it off and keep going forward, right? Now, you're fighting for what you want. Okay, you're in competition. People keep trying to take your shit. And you're just like, back your shit down. That is my piece of meat, okay? Don't make me whack you with this bone. I mean, literally. If I whack you hard enough, my toupee will fly off. And that's okay, because it'll fly back to me. I've got a string attached. Oh, God. It's funny. That kind of reminds me of a story I have. Because I'm not a tarot zombie, like people expect me to be. I have stories, and they're funny as fuck, and I love sharing them. But I fucked up my hand when I was 17 at UPS, and my hand hurt all the time. I can have a crack still in it, right? I just bent it all the way backwards between two boxes at like 10 at night. And God, my hand hurt so bad, and I kept thinking, fuck, I wish I could just cut it off, tie a string on it, and then tie a string on me, and then when people piss me off, I can just like huck it across the room and smack them in the head, and then drag it back and reattach. My friends are like, that's pretty dumb, but okay. Right? I'm pretty sure you're feeling that too sometimes. You just kind of fucking want to throw something at people. Now, you have to think about what you're going to say and how you're going to say it to whoever you're going to say it to, because you're in competition, right? But the thing is that whoever you're in competition with, even if you don't know you're in competition, they think that you're better than them. Well, screw them, okay? You should only be in competition with yourself. Well, Libra Empress, what do you mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is get a fucking piece of paper and write down your goals and what you want to accomplish in this life, right? Do a fucking bucket list before you get too old. That way, when you get older, you can fucking sit back in the nursing home, flirt with the nurses, and talk about all them fun times and everything you've accomplished, right? You want to leave a legacy. You're breaking karmic cycles and ancestry curses. So hell yeah, right? But that's how you compete with yourself. You write down your shit and you knock it out day by day, and know that even though you feel alone, you're definitely not alone, okay? Now, you got the Ace of Swords. So you got to think about what you're going to say and how you're going to say it to whoever you're going to say it to. This could have already been happening. You could have said some shit to an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Someone who's bold, impetuous, and an adventurer. Maybe they came in. I mean, in my deck, the Knight of Wands, who is an Aries, Leo, or Sag, could be someone else too. He's just a knight, right? And everybody can step into any card of the tarot deck. We're all on our own path, and we're growing towards the Emperor and Empress energies within ourselves, because we have two energies, okay? But I believe you wanted to give your cup of love to them. Maybe they offered their cup of love to you. Then you got this. This is the Ace of Wands, right? So Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. So you're getting new tasks, motivations, and energy. But this is also a passion card, which most tarot readers read it as the male human phallic. Well, it's penis. Took me forever to find out how to spell it. It's like, is it with a PH? Like Pretty Hot and Tempting, when the sentence of fat, right? Like PHAT. My generation. You're fat. Oh, I'm fat. Oh, no. I mean, you're fat with a PH. Oh. Okay, pretty hot and tempting, eh? But anyway, you're pretty damn hot and tempting, and someone had passion for you, right? And you were struggling with a lot of burdens. Alright, I had to put you on pause for a minute. So you're struggling, like, not only with their passion, and that maybe you were trying to give your cup of love to them, and all they wanted was some sassy ass. Like, sassy, classy ass. Either way, what they were doing to you was throwing you through a struggle, right? So you're dealing with a Three of Swords. Now this could mean heartache, jealousy, loss, right? The basics. Or it could be one of the three. Okay? First is you're cheating, they're cheating. Second is they're running off and bitching about you to their family, friends, and whoever will listen to them. Or you're doing that to them. The third thing is that something takes priority over your relationship, say drugs, alcohol, really any form of substance abuse. Then there's gambling, sexaholic, pornography, gambling. Did I already say gambling? Gameaholics, workaholics, and money. Just anything that, even like constantly taking care of family can be something that also, puts a hamper. Like if you're always putting your family over your significant other and not caring about what they, you know what I mean? Anything really has caused you to be in a Three of Swords, which left you wanting to travel, go on a conquest, and progress somewhere in the Cancer energy. Okay? Okay, let's talk about the Jane Austen deck and the story. Okay. The bottom of the deck is that you're contemplating whether you want to celebrate something, but you're being very cautious, alright? And I think it has a lot to do with your material wealth and your happiness and whether you want to start a new beginning. Okay? Now, there is temptation that's kind of, it could be your wish fulfillment. or it could be something you're avoiding because you're trying to find balance within your wish fulfillment, finding hope. And so you want to share the news and find clarity in regards to having many options, okay? Now, once you have that many options, which you will, if it hasn't happened already, you're actually planning on transforming your generosity, or transforming and turning your generosity on, right? Ending one situation to begin something new. You start to put away the hate and the anger and release all that mental baggage so that you can share your generosity, because you have so much to give, right? So you're seeking security and you're looking within your intuition and gaining a lot of positivity, okay? Now, you are being charming as usual and looking towards your destiny. And you're going to keep loving as you introspect, right? That doesn't make any sense. Well, you're going to keep loving as you're moving to calmer waters. You decide that, because you are moving to calmer waters and you're waiting to not feel disappointed anymore, okay? You're very mysterious, especially when you're working on a revelation that's gonna change the world. Now, you're very courageous. Yes, you are, especially when tackling these skills. But you are doing it in moderation because you're not gonna give away your hand. It's very awesome. You are going to accomplish a lot, but there are going to be challenges in regards to your creativity, but you're going to keep making an effort, keeping your emotions in control in regards to collaborating with a possible Cancer. Okay, you're going to be more assertive. You're going to be more assertive, especially when it comes to your anxiety. Okay, because you don't want that to hold you back. You want quality. You want a quality emperor, and he's coming if he hasn't been here already. You're being very perceptive in regards to completing your journey as the Empress, right? There was a betrayal during this preparation period, and it kind of drug you down your energy, right? Drug down your energy. Now you are growing, moving towards stability and rejecting anything that doesn't serve you. Sorry about the background noise. All right. Let's talk about the zombie tarot. All right, my beautiful friend. Now, you're dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, right? Someone who's very material. Boss lady. So she's giving you a hard time, but you're accepting your responsibility and accomplishing your 9 of Cups. Okay, that goes with your Ace of Cups earlier. So you got like 10. Now you have a soft stalker, but it also could insinuate that you have an ancestor watching you, right? A deceased loved one. You are severing ties, especially with someone who's wanting to do strings attached with you, which is sending you into like a mini hermit mode and making you think about your options. You are traveling away from anything that is bullshit, right? Anything that you're moving on from a troubled relationship, or if you already have, alright? Now, you entered Empress and you called Judgment, accepting your responsibility for what happened in the past. Now, somewhere along the line between past, present, and future, you're able to sit down with this person and not huck a glass at him. And I believe the person is the player, right? And you're going to come in and you're going to say some shit, but you're going to be calm, cool, and collective. You're going to ace of swords it, but you're going to not, you can catch more bees with honey than with vinegar. You're going to say your piece, and it's going to shake their world, but you're not going to do it, like as a Libra, we can say stuff as an asshole, but come off as if we, people kind of are confused. like, well, you know, you were a bitch, but I do miss you. And they're like, wait, is that an insult or like a compliment? The fuck? You know, it's like a double meaning, just like this Ace of Swords, double-edged sword. So you're going to be cutting off some people, and you're being indecisive on whether you want to keep dealing with the poverty or situation you're dealing with, because you're dissatisfied, bored, right? But either way, you're gaining recognition and you're having a tower moment. Could be a good tower moment, could be a bad tower moment, alright? Either way, you're kicking the devil energy, because you have a heart stalker as well. Maybe that's what's causing you a lot of restless nights and anxiety, if that's what's going on with you. But you did step into the Emperor mode. You overcame a lot, and you told the puppet master where the bear shit, and you did it while you were still kind of caring, right? And you acted like you were distant, hardworking, like business person. You know, you did it with very few words, got straight to the point. Now, either way, you end up with this. This is the 10 of Cups. So while the drama's raging outside, you are calm, cool, and collected with your family. Alright? You're coming at your stuff with a new approach and having group effort. And you're getting the World card. And traveling. I see lots of travel. A high five from the undead. But it's not going to be without competing. Alright? Let's move on to your favorite number, which is 7. Okay. Alright. Give me a minute. I'll shuffle, pull 7 cards from each of my deck, and then we'll go from there. Alright. Let's talk about your 7 cards. I put you on pause to shuffle. I'm going to do that quite a bit, so it might seem a little weird, but it saves you time from having to hear me shuffle. Now, you were struggling with temptation, right? And you want to start new beginning, being creative, kind, and you know there's someone who loves you from afar. Maybe your ancestors telling you, yes, start fresh, release the stresses of me. I'm okay. They're okay. Your ancestors. You're being very generous towards someone who's very passionate about you. Or your passion is to be generous, right? Now, you're finding happiness when people are recognizing how amazing you are, giving you recognition. And your hope is that your wish fulfillment is your destiny. You know something is better for you, right? You are having a revelation, a double tower moment. It could be this moment here. It could be something minor or something big. It could be something positive or something negative. A lot of people take the tower moment as something negative, like, oh my god, you know? It just shakes up your world a bit, and you have to kind of start over, build your house of cards. It could just be that it could be something like this. I come in and I tell you that you're destined for greatness. What you're creating is going to change the face of reality as we know it. Okay? And that's your revelation. Boom. And you just go, oh yeah, you know what? This might work. This will work out. I love this. Or it could be something severe like, that son of a bitch, where's my fucking Queen of Swords shoes? I'm gonna huck him at his head. Or hers, right? It's an energy thing. So you're getting double tower. Not necessarily bad thing. Can be. If, like, it's all about your perception, okay? Now, you are preparing for this 3 of Swords. Heartache. You're preparing yourself. To you're either causing it or it's being caused towards you, and you're just kind of mentally preparing yourself. I don't know if you've let go already or what. I do know this, that the bottom of the deck says that you're being very perceptive in trying to work things out. Whether it's going to happen or not, it's up in the air. I don't know. Okay, I can't predict the future, but I can tell you that you're not going to be facing it alone. All right, we're going to move on to the spreads now. All right, the first spread I am going to do is the broken heart spread. All right, now these are all timeless. I don't know if they're past, present, or future for you. I just know that they're somewhere. Okay. So, the central issue of your relationship is your accomplishments. All right. And that you want to travel. Move away into Cancer energy. How you see the other person is you see them as your destiny, and that you can sit down and work this out. How they see you is they see you as someone who's stable and who has the willpower to finish what they start. Alright? The unknown influences on your relationship is mystery. You're paying attention to your intuition. You are a mystery. And the unknown influences is obviously you can't deal with a party person. You know? Now, where you want the relationship to go is you want to collaborate. You want to collaborate, but it's sending you in a rotten ruin direction. Does that make sense? So, just trying to, like, they keep taking and taking from you, but they're not putting back. So, you know, you want to collaborate, talk, and see if you guys can come to an understanding, but it doesn't feel like it's going that way. Who can help your relationship is you. Balance, Libra, justice system, right? And you're getting a temptation. You're trying to seek justice, and there's tempting things there. Now, the challenges in your relationship are that you have choices, and you're being very observant. You're watching, standing back, paying attention. Now, the outcome of your relationship is that you're going to keep your emotions in control, even though on the inside, you're fucking going batshit crazy nuts, right? Full of anxiety. You're not really batshit crazy nuts, alright? I'm just saying that sometimes when I get full of anxiety, I start to wonder if the three people in my head are there to beat me with a wiffle bat or what. Like, it might, like, I don't know, there's this lady on Facebook, and she's a recovering addict, right? She's been one for a while, and her anxiety and depression and everything pops up, and I mean, she did a video where they were all in a room talking to each other, right? It's funny. I'll have to find it. Maybe. I don't know. So bottom of the deck is that you're adapting to being rescued. You know, you're adapting to enlightenment. Maybe all your chakras just barely opened, and it was a fucking painful journey. Like, when certain chakras open, you feel horrible. Like, a lot of people, they're like, oh, it's a beautiful experience. It is. And painful. Awakening, like your inner self. But I guess it's each their own. Alright? Sorry, I'm sitting on an air mattress, so I'm kind of sinking. Alright, this is the gravestone layout we're going to discuss. Now, the central question in your life is, should I continue to work hard? And, you know, honestly, You really want my opinion? God, it's the worst thing ever, I swear. No, I'm just kidding. Nine of Cups. Keep it up. You're doing great. Alright, you're working your ass off. Unforeseen forces acting on that question is, you're going to be rejecting a lot of people and severing ties. Just so you can do what you got to do to make your shit happen. Make miracles happen. Move mountains. You name it. You are an empress. And an emperor. How other people affect you is they're trying to affect your hope. And they're doing it by having you keep having to go hangman, making sacrifices. Sacrifice, right? And it's just like, you're accepting responsibility, but at the same time, you're just like, oh my God, just let me accomplish this. And you're juggling, right? Now, the circumstances affecting your life is that you're going to be completing those tasks and gaining recognition and hard work for your skills. Who or what is available to help you is going to surprise you. Everybody's going to disappoint you except for you. You're going to keep moving forward. You're going to have a passion. In this case, I associate it with sexual passion. That wasn't the, I don't know if it was past or current, right? But right now I'm seeing this card as something that's going to push you forward, keep you motivated, knowing that you're going to make miracles happen, move mountains. And that's fucking awesome, right? Now, the outcome of that question is your material wealth. And you're going to be dealing with a King of Cups. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But what I always see when I see this card, it's the worst thing ever, I swear. You, my beautiful Libra, my beautiful Dominique, are making a decision. Now, you're going to step into the Queen of Swords, and you're going to say some shit. Might have to be related to the Ace of Swords, right? Where you're going to think about what you're going to say. But this card here, is telling you to be diplomatic and use your heart in the decision-making process, alright? Is this good for me? Will this serve me for better, right? Bottom of the deck is that you're preparing your family. You're preparing for your family, wealth, and contentment, right? You're in preparation. You're writing those goals down. Fuck yeah. Okay, now the eyeball spread. Alright, so last month you were working on your skills and making headway. It was your wish fulfillment. This month you're getting an extra bout of energy, and your dreams are very vivid. Even if you wake up and you don't remember them, you're being told shit while you're sleeping. You're receiving messages. The first week of this month, you're being very generous, alright? And you're deciding to end one situation so you can begin something new. The second week, you're dealing with a loss of a loved one. Okay? And you're discovering that it's going to be okay. Alright, you're also discovering who your real friends are and who aren't your real friends. You're also discovering this, that everybody has sympathy towards you. They know what you're going through, but they don't understand what you're going through because they are not you. They're on their own journey, right? So it's not going to hit home with them as much as it's going to hit home with you. Now, it could be that someone just barely passed away, or it's a loss of a actual situation, right? But you're going to be okay. Third week is your transitioning. You're moving into calmer waters because you can't deal with the playboy anymore. You're moving away from him, actually, or her. The fourth week is that they are tempting you. They're tempting you with strings attached. Now, a possibility for next month is that you're going to start fresh, possibly with a Sagittarius, alright? But it also can signify that you're starting fresh as the Fool. Okay, just releasing all that mental baggage, getting an extra pep in your step, alright? But you're finding balance within yourself. I always see the Sagittarius as like the Libra of the fire signs, right? Just keeping balance. Because it says there, it says balance, alchemy, and cooperation. So, but the story's weird. It's a good story though. I have a story with the card in its section, its own video. Bottom of the deck is that yeah, you're having a tower moment, possibly with an Aries, Leo, or Sag, but you're not going to stop caring about what's going on. Alright, you're not going to go cold turkey. You wish you go cold turkey sometimes. Fucking. But you remember that King is telling you to use your heart when deciding the pros and cons and what you're going to do in regards to the situation that is at hand. Alright, last spread is the Severed Head spread. Now the primary issue in your life is whether or not you're going to have courage to keep looking within, seeking your intuition. Now in the distant past you were perceptive. Oh yes, you were. To new beginnings. Very perceptive to new beginnings. In the recent past, you were positive that your strings were being pulled by a magician. Puppet master. Currently, you're just being very charming, or maybe you're dealing with another Libra who's charming, right? Or the justice system. There's a lot of charm in what's going on. You could be dealing in court, I don't know. Or you're just keeping quiet while the other person goes crazy. And maybe that's why you've got a lot of anxiety. In the immediate future, you're going to find happiness once you sever whoever's going to steal from you, deceive you. Theft, deception, and sabotage, right? You're not going to let that hold you back. Now, the factors that will have the outcome of this issue are is you are paying to your intuition, paying close attention to your intuition, and they're telling you you're going to get a high five from the undead. Blessings are coming your way. Now, the total outcome is that it's going to be a challenge as you're struggling and juggling all those burdens. It is. It's a fucking challenge. Alright. Bottom of the deck. This Three of Swords has you in anxiety. Okay? Now, remember when I labeled it out with the 3 categories plus the 3 meanings at the bottom of my card? Before you start hucking their shit out the window and calling them every name under the moon, which you're very good at. I know. We all are as Libras. We're just so educated when we come up with insults. Find out which one this person is under, which category, okay? Because if it's the cheating, okay, come together, work it out, or separate. There's your options. You want to keep putting up with that shit? That's up to you, right? Definition of crazy would be doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome, okay? You don't need to beg for your love or beg to be loved, okay? If they can't love you, they don't deserve you. And there's so much of you that deserves to be loved, okay? You're the whole fucking package. Now, second, if it's this scenario, right, where you guys are running off and bitching about each other, your family, friends, and bringing everybody in, and then you wonder why their family hates you and your family hates them and all that shit, right? It would be wise to sit down with each other and talk out your problems without bringing everybody else into them, okay? I've been married 8 years, almost been with my husband for 9. And we don't go and bitch to outside sources about each other. We have problems with each other. Well, he's a fucking Sag and I'm a Libra. We're gonna find balance, but we're gonna butt heads. And we're gonna talk shit to each other. That's just how it is, right? Just depends on who you're with. If he's got a problem, he's fucking blunt. And yeah, I'm a Libra. I can keep calm, cool, and collective. But on the inside, I'm like, you son of a bitch. And then I'm hiding and crying. But then like 2 seconds later, it's like a bipolar like microfest where I just jump up and I go, yeah. And you know, when we Libras start talking, oh my God, it's when we get the courage. Like, we don't like confrontation, but man, we usually tell people where the bear shits. We are cardinal signs. Okay, we're the bosses of the air. Okay, we're not superfluous as much as everybody says we are. Okay, a lot of us are set in our ways and deciding what we want to do before we get there. But you know, sit down and talk with them. You know, open up the lines of communication. That's where you have to think about what you got to say and how you're going to say it to who you're saying it to. Alright, which would probably be them, whether they're male or female, right? Because there is so many ways you can say something and they can fucking take it the wrong way. You can walk up and be like, hello, I love you. And they'd be like, this is so worse. How dare you? And you're just like, wait, what the fuck? Are you on drugs? Is this your brain on drugs? And it's like a scrambled egg in the frying pan. I got a mental image of like Freddy's Dead, where I don't remember his name, but they're doing a commercial on that. It was funny. Well, what's his name's getting stoned on the couch listening to weird fucking music before he gets sucked into the video game. I love Freddy Krueger. Not like I'm in love with him. I think he's great. It's funny. But you know, it could be that. Or it could be the third option. Maybe you're working too much. Maybe they're working too much. Maybe instead of valuing the relationship, you're valuing money, or vice versa them. Maybe they don't have time for you, or you don't have time for them because you're constantly going and going. But when you really love someone, you'll make time. Okay? It's like I don't remember the name of it. Like, it's based off of that book, CJ and Run or something, right? Where they're sitting in bed, her and Jim Carrey, they're sitting in bed and they're like, oh, we should have sex, right? And she's like, oh, that's great. When's your free day? I don't know how the conversation went exactly, okay? I'm just like monologuing it by myself here from memory. And he goes, oh, how, this Saturday? Oh, that sounds great. Morning or night? Oh, morning. You know, okay. No, night. I don't know. Right? And she's like, ooh, I'm going to go to the store and get some scented candles. It's going to be great. And they both flip off the light and go to sleep. And I'm just like, wait. Did they just schedule an appointment with each other for sex? Like, they're that busy, right? It's just, yeah. Anyway, I hope that this reading helped. Thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Libra Empress. I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I'm sorry I didn't get this video to you on time. I wanted to get it to you before your birthday. But I have a long list of people and I'm fighting through them daily. Oh man, am I fighting through them daily. And it seems like it takes forever just to do one video. But thank you so much for being a part of our Zodiac family. You mean the world to us, okay? That sounded like I'm part of a cult. To me, alright? But, like, when I say us, I'm not just like, it's my channel, but it's your channel too. It's all of our channel. Like, I see these other tarot readers and they're posting comments, right? Or not posting comments, posting videos, and then people are posting comments about how sad everything is in their life. But no one's really talking to each other. They're just throwing up their life, right? I had one tarot reader be like, God, that's snooping. I'm like, not really. I mean, I look at their comments and sometimes I post, it's going to be okay. You're okay. But I think that's what I want for our community is positivity. And everybody's going through different situations, but they're so similar, you know? And it's just like, not a lot of tarot communities are able to sit down and actually talk, right? And be heard. Because a lot of us, we feel alone. Like there's not anybody in the world, like we're stuck in our situation. And that's one reason why I turned to tarot reading. I was looking for horoscopes, and then I heard tarot reading, and then when I started watching the tarot readings, I was like, oh my gosh, you understand what's going on with me, and I'm not even speaking to you. You know what I mean? Like, maybe with my energy, but we're all going through similar situations too, so some stuff will resonate, some stuff won't. I guess it depends on your perspective. But it was nice to, like, be able to watch these tarot readers, and they're so funny, and they, even though they don't automatically respond like that, it just feels like they know what's going on with your life, and it makes you feel like you're not going nuts and crazy. So I love you, and I will see you another day. You stay safe, okay? Bye, my beautiful friend.